Welcome to Team Essentially Healed's webinar. Tonight, we're going to be talking about back to school time. And we're going to be talking in relation to two primary topics, immunity and focus. For most people, back to school time is super exciting. All the new school supplies, the promise of this year I'm going to do better. New clothes, new teachers, sometimes new schools. The number one thing I think of when I think of going back to school is germs. Because everyone's been outside enjoying life for a few months, and back to school is back inside with lots of people who may or may not be washing their hands effectively. So first off, let's talk about strengthening the immune system. And the first things that come to mind for me are On Guard and Stronger. Those are both a protective blend, and putting those on the bottoms of the feet each morning and night. So On Guard, I think almost everybody's familiar with On Guard. Stronger is also the protective blend in the kids collection. It is already diluted for kids, and it's ready to go for them to be able to apply themselves. Next up in protecting your immune system is the On Guard Sanitizing Mist. I would recommend sending this mighty protector with anyone heading into a school building so that they can avoid the pervasive Purell that just seems to be everywhere these days. This keeps germs at bay and it keeps their gut healthy. Because as we covered in a previous webinar, your immune system starts in the gut, and you do not want to be using Purell because that attacks your gut. You also don't want to be using any antibacterial soaps, and so washing your hands with warm water and then spraying it with a sanitizing mist is the way I recommend washing your hands in public. I would also recommend sending On Guard beadlets with everyone over the age of 8 or 9, depending on the person. These tiny little capsules are easy for anyone to swallow and really pack a punch. Teach the kids to take one whenever they encounter someone sneezing or coughing, or if they feel that little scratch in the back of their throat that indicates that your immune system is sending in the troops. If possible, I'd talk to the teacher and offer to bring in an 8-hour diffuser or 4, depending on how big the class is, for the class with plenty of On Guard so that it can be diffused throughout the day for the health of the entire class. Another way to arm the immune system is with the supplements. So we've got the A to Z chewables and iOmega for the younger kids and the Lifelong Vitality for the older kids. Not only do the omegas help strengthen the immune system, but they also help with brain health. So let's switch into the brain health, because what good is going back to school if you can't remember the things to learn them well enough? So first off, I definitely recommend the omegas. The iOmega for the younger set and the Z-omega or V-omega for those who are of adult body weight and able to swallow pills. And speaking of swallow pills, teach your kids how to swallow pills. This might not be hard for you, but it is hard for many, including me. I recently learned that if you put the pills in your mouth with a swallow of water and tip your head forward and let the pills float up to the top, you can just swallow and they will all go down. The key to this is to stay relaxed. And with this method, even the timidest of pill swallowers can swallow multiple pills at a time. There are studies that show that if you inhale a scent while studying and inhale the same scent while taking a test, your recall is going to improve. And if you inhale a different scent during recall, your recall will actually decrease. So one way to do that is to use a diffuser pendant of some sort and apply one of the oils. So let's look at a few oils that are good for focus. So this particular one is an actual focus blend. So you would take 7 to 13 drops of each of these 3 oils. So that's cedarwood, lavender, and vetiver in a 10 milliliter roller bottle topped with fractionated coconut oil. Now 7 to 13 depending on just how strong you want it. And I would say that that is a little bit too much vetiver in combination with those. So I would do maybe 5 drops of vetiver, 7 drops of lavender, and 13 drops of cedarwood is how I would do that one. Of course, you can just get Intune. This is our focus blend, and it is designed specifically for focusing, or Thinker. Thinker is the kids blend for focus as well. Other focus oils. So these are the ones that you would use maybe on a diffusing pendant or a lava bead bracelet for recall would be any of these. Clove, lemon, lemongrass, peppermint, rosemary, clary sage, cypress, frankincense, geranium, marjoram, myrrh, citrus bliss, or thinker, or Intune. And you can do combinations of those. I've heard that lemongrass and peppermint is exceptional. So those are my tips for back to school, and let me know if you have any additional questions or tips and tricks for people with the oils for back to school. We will be taking a short break for the webinars. Next week is Labor Day, and then the following 2 weeks, we're going to be tied up with convention. So our next webinar is actually not going to be until September 23rd. So in the meantime, if you have any questions on how to use your oils, or if you need anything, reach out to anyone in your upline. You can find your upline in your back office. Let me just show you where that is so that you are armed with where to go. The way to find your upline is to go, when you're logged in, to hover over your account. So you're going to go into My Office.
And then go to Team, and down on the left-hand side.
Upline listing. So you're going to go to your upline listing, click on that, and it will show you who you can contact with phone numbers and email addresses for everyone who is in your upline. And so, so if you have any questions, just reach out. You can also respond to any of your Monday morning emails, and that will go directly to me, and I can either answer your question or hook you up with the person in your upline. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you September, what did I say? September 23rd.